Disney World's #1 citizen, suitably attired, greeted a president who's no slouch at show business himself, and Nancy Reagan got a kiss. 3,000 marching band members from all across America paraded and danced their way past the president's bulletproof reviewing stand. The flypast looked eerily like a ground-to-air missile encounter, but it proved to be a daytime fireworks show.
I am an American, and my heritage is of the land and of the spirit, of the heart and of the soul.
The phrase that springs to mind is over the top, but then this was history made mint fresh by Disney World.
And finally, Blackpool's main attraction this bank holiday was not the beach, but the tower. The donkeys were neglected as people peered upwards to find out where the peal of bells was coming from. But it was only a couple 500 feet up, hanging about before their wedding. Stuntman Carl Bartoni decided to have his marriage to Wendy Stokes blessed while suspended off Blackpool Tower on a flimsy floral platform. The vicar delivered the blessing to them through an open window. But did Wendy enjoy this prenuptial dangling? No, she said. I was terrified. And that's all from the newsroom from me. Good night.
Good evening to you. It looks as if the weather's now decided to pull its socks up. Obviously too late for the bank holiday, but I think for the rest of the week, the emphasis on a good deal of dry weather, a good deal of sunshine as well. Now, the change is already underway. This cold front's beginning to work its way across from the west, introducing these cooler, fresher westerly winds and clearing away the thundery weather that we've had throughout the weekend. In fact, by the end of tomorrow, that front will have cleared the whole country, and this nice little area of high pressure coming in to settle the weather down for the days ahead. Anyhow, as far as tonight's concerned, for central and eastern parts of the country, a good deal of cloud. Still some outbreaks of rain around at the moment, some heavy bursts of rain as well, but I think as the night goes on, most of that will clear away. There'll still be some in eastern Scotland, some showers coming into northwestern parts as well, but a much cooler, fresher night, especially in the north and west. And then tomorrow, well, some rain to begin with in eastern Scotland, 1 or 2 scattered showers in the northwest, but for most of the country, the day starting off dry with a reasonable amount of sunshine. But I think as the day goes on, cloud will bubble up and you'll have some showers breaking out. The showers over England and Wales will be few and far between, quite light as well, but rather a lot of them over Scotland and Northern Ireland, the odd heavy one mixed in there as well. As for temperatures, well, down on the last few days, much cooler and fresher everywhere, 16 Celsius being 61 Fahrenheit. Well, that's all. A very good night to you.
Next Monday on BBC One, the return of Allo, Allo.
Now listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. I have information that you are to be interrogated by the Germans.
What?
It is from a reliable source. It is good information.
Well, for me, it is the very worst information I have ever heard.
We just want you to answer a few questions.
Will there be anything else, Colonel?
Will there be anything else, Hans?
Yes, Colonel. We shall require a pair of pliers and some rubber hose.
Oh, no, not the pliers and the rubber hose. No, I will tell you everything I know.
It is so we can get the gas poker working.
Not the gas poker!
Allo, Allo returns next Monday at 8:30 on BBC One.
Now, on BBC One, we begin our night of 100 stars, introduced from New York's Radio City Music Hall by Barry Norman.
Good evening and welcome to Radio City Music Hall and the Night of 100 Stars. Well, that's a misnomer for a start. In New York, they like to do things big, and in fact, there'll be more than 300 stars of greater or lesser magnitude on stage in there doing their party pieces